Welcome to a new e-learning training session. Today's training is titled Producing and Utilizing 3D Educational Animations Using 3ds Max. 3ds Max is an advanced program for specific groups. Not everyone uses it, but everyone gets an idea, which is fine. However, it's mainly used by colleagues in engineering, education, educational technology, and computer science and IT. Specific groups use it frequently, but all can produce 3D educational materials. Before we start, I want to mention something important, as colleagues have sent me messages. Not everyone uses it. However, the ones who really use it frequently are engineering, education, especially educational technology, and computer science and IT colleagues. All can use it to produce 3D educational materials. If you have technical issues or can't log in, contact technical support. Ms. Mashal, Ms. Munira, and Ms. Dima are available to assist. They use it, but colleagues can use it to produce 3D educational materials in their fields. Before we move on, I want to mention something important because colleagues have sent me messages. If any colleague has technical issues or can't log in, reach out to technical support. We have colleagues in the training management group, including Ms. Mashal, Ms. Munira, Ms. Dima, and Engineer Tabid Al-Asi. All colleagues are present, and I've shared. Please, any colleague who has technical problems or does not know how to enter, contact technical support. Colleagues in technical support or training management. We have a number of colleagues present in the group. In training management, we have Ms. Mishal, Ms. Munira, and Ms. Dima present in the group. And we also have Engineer Tabid Al-Asi with us in the group. All the colleagues are present, and I've shared their contact information in the group so that no one has to message me privately, allowing me to focus on the training. You can reach out to the colleagues in training management and technical support, and they will respond to you faster than I can, so I can concentrate on their specific issues. That's the first point. The second point I want to emphasize is I care. I hope the audio is clear. Dr. Dalal confirmed it by responding, and peace be upon you and God's mercy and blessings. This reassured me, so I continued without asking. Again, if I sense a weak connection, I'll check the audio clarity. I appreciate responses like Dr. Dalal's. Thank you, Dr. Dalal. Dr. Al-Mansi and Dr. Ahmed also confirmed everything is good. Messages indicate clear audio, allowing me to proceed smoothly. If your internet disconnects, stay in the session. I'm using 2 devices and will reconnect you if needed. Just wait a minute or 2. The session is recorded, so there's no issue. I've highlighted key points. Dr. Al-Mansi and Dr. Ahmed, everything is good. Clear audio means I can work without stopping. If the internet disconnects, don't leave the session. I'm using 2 devices and will reconnect you. Just stay put for a minute or 2. The session is recorded, so no issue. I've mentioned 3 organizational aspects. The key point is not to message me privately for technical support during training. Shall we start? Our training will continue from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. You do not leave the session. I am running 2 devices for a few seconds, and I will connect you to the internet again. If it disconnects and comes back again, okay, no problem. You remain in your place for a minute or 2. This is if the internet disconnects. If it disconnects for you, come back and make another connection. We will continue the training, and the session is recorded. There is no problem. I mentioned 3 very important organizational aspects for us. And the most important point is the second one, which is if you need technical support, please don't message me privately during the training so I can focus on the next part. All right. Do we want to start? We want to start, of course. Our training time, everyone, will be continuous now from 4 p.m. until around 6 p.m. From 4 to 6 p.m., of course, we have another screen here where we can take a look at slide 2. So the schedule is now visible to you. We actually started the training until 6 p.m. and we will take a half-hour break for Maghrib prayer and then continue. As you can see on the screen, this is our schedule for today's training, and tomorrow we'll follow the same schedule where we will cover a theoretical part. We'll take a practical session and then have a break for Maghrib prayer, and then we'll continue with the practical session or the applications or exercises that we will cover. We might go beyond the agenda we've set. Of course, I've shared the agenda with you on WhatsApp. If I display the agenda on the small screen in front of you, I believe it won't be very clear, but I might take a risk and show it to you so that it's definitely clear, but I might absolutely take a risk and indeed show it to you so that I can certainly, without a doubt, showing details we can review today. There's a table on your screen. Click the magnifying glass to enlarge the agenda for clarity. It won't appear larger on your screen. You can zoom in or out if you'd like. Thanks, Dr. Eman, for your interaction. I want everyone to stay engaged so I can continue. On the first day, from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m., we'll have an overview of animation and its educational role. We are all educators. Using 3D animation, a colleague from computer science might say, I specialize in this and want to create animated films for agriculture, medicine, etc. to illustrate the circulatory system and the heart. Others in engineering are using this too. I want everyone to stay engaged with me so I can continue with what's next. All right, Dr. Dalal? So on the screen, on the first day, as you can see, from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m., we will have a general introduction about animation and the educational role of animated films. Why do animated films have an educational role? Because we are all essentially teachers here, right? We are educators. So when it comes to using 3D animation in education, a colleague from the computer science department might come to me and say, I specialize in this and I want to create animated films for the College of Agriculture, the College of Medicine, and things like that to illustrate the circulatory system and the heart. There are things like that available, and I would say, okay, but you're also applying it in education. There are other people, for example, in the College of Engineering who are using this as well. In a way, 3D models of buildings, houses, or villas with trees, gardens, cars, and people show project appearances. Used in engineering, computer science, and education technology, we navigate through rooms. Designers create building decor, showing clients 3D models of houses, apartments, or villas. Some designs feature cars and people. This modeling shows project appearances. The program is used in engineering, computer science, and education, especially in technology. Education departments use 3D multimedia in e-learning, whether in classrooms, online, or on CDs. 3D modeling includes cars and people to show the project's appearance. This application is used by the College of Engineering, Computer Science, and the College of Education, especially in technology. All departments in the College of Education, including curricula and teaching methods, need to use 3D in e-learning, whether in classrooms, online, or on CDs. It's a medium used in education. If someone from Sharia wants to use it, I say, yes, you can use it educationally by modeling Hajj and Umrah rituals, showing the pilgrim's path in 3D, making it clearer. All departments in the College of Education, including curricula and teaching methods, need to employ 3D as multimedia. As part of the elements of multimedia used in e-learning, whether it's inside the classroom, online, or distributed on CDs. Regardless, it's a medium of multimedia used in the educational process. We can advance to level 4. For instance, someone might ask, I'm in the College of Sharia, can I use it? Yes, it can be used educationally to model Hajj and Umrah rituals in 3D, clarifying the pilgrim's path. In sciences, someone might say, I have the solar system or want to show blood circulation with white and red blood cells. Dr. Dalal notes modeling is available in science and medical labs. This relates to the educational role of animated films to be discussed in detail. I have the solar system planets or blood movement. Dr. Dalal says modeling is available in science and medical labs. I told Dr. Dalal about blood cells, and we could show how the immune system fights germs and create an animated film. This concerns the educational role of animated films, which we will discuss in detail. Now, we will look at animation history and leading Arab experiences and discuss design models. These models benefit people in scientific fields, following a scientific approach in design and work. For instance, an engineer might say, I need design models. Researchers or those in education college using a developmental model to develop a product follow specific steps and processes. Of course, we will take a historical look at animation and the leading Arab experiences I mentioned earlier. We will also talk about design models. These design models are beneficial for people in scientific fields, like those following a scientific approach in design and work. For instance, an engineer might say, I will need design models. You will need a model. If you are a researcher, or if you are in the College of Education using, for example, a developmental model to develop a product, and you want to follow specific steps and processes, you're developing a product and you want it to progress, so you follow specific steps and processes, and stick with me,